Hi, so today I'm going to give you some quick tips on standing forward folds. So something that I see often and something that I used to do when I first started practicing yoga is I see people folding forward in a back bend. And so first I'm going to show you what that looks like. So this is an anterior tilt of your pelvis. This is a back bend. And this is a posterior. This would be a forward fold. So back bend, bum goes out. And then forward fold, the bum comes in and the ribs go down towards the hips. So one more time, back bend, and then forward fold. So again, what I often see and something I used to do is you anterior tilt your pelvis in a back bend, and then you start to go forward. And when you do this, you really kind of shoot your legs back, you hyperextend your knees, and you start to reach forward, you lead with your chest, and then you go into your forward fold. Now here, you can probably already see that the lower back is quite compressed. This is one of the issues with doing it like this. So then you come down here and then eventually maybe you'll go into your forward fold. But at this point, it's a little too late. You've already really compressed the lower back. So now let's go into our posterior tilt, ribs towards the hips. So here, you're not gonna shoot your legs back. That's gonna put a lot of pressure on the hamstrings without a lot of stability in the legs. So posterior tilt, ribs towards the hips, and then you're gonna engage your thighs, your upper legs, by sort of pulling up on your kneecaps. And then you hold this as you fold forward. So the legs are really strong. There's a lot of stability here. The hamstrings are getting a good stretch, but you're not pushing them back. And then you would come forward, and now we're stretching out the lower back muscles here. And this would be your forward fold. And then when you release, you would come up the same way, as opposed to arching the back and then coming up like this in a back bend. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna stretch out your lower back muscles, which is really important because if you fold forward in a back bend, you'll be able to do that for a little while, but eventually you're really gonna feel a lot of compression, especially if you have a practice where you're doing a lot of back bends, because this is the correct posture for a back bend. So then you'll find you're always just compressing the back. You're never releasing these muscles. And then also there's the hamstrings, the hyperextension. That's gonna put a lot of pressure in your hamstrings. Whereas if you engage the legs and fold this way, it's gonna protect your hamstrings and you're gonna be engaging your muscles. So it's just folding forward with more stability. The same thing goes for the wide leg forward folds. So if you're in a wide leg forward fold, a lot of times I see people do the exact same thing. They just stick their bum out, push their chest forward, hyperextend the legs, push the legs back, and come down from here. So ribs towards the hips, strong legs, pulling up through the thighs, and then from there, folding forward. Again, making sure you get a nice stretch through the low back, and then just reaching the chest forward, and then that's your forward fold. And same with this one. This is a big one where people like to push out their chest, arch their back. No, just interlace your fingers, keep the ribs down, posterior tilt of the pelvis, take a breath in, and then hold that and fold from here. And reach your arms forward. Same on the way up, nice and strong, contained. So those are the tips I have for forward folding. Yeah, I hope that helps.